Hi, and welcome to Winners Corner. Mantorp Racetrack is where we're heading this Sunday for our Grand Slam 75 round. And Mike, what was your first impression of this race day when you looked through the starting lists?
Well, my first impression was that a couple of the fields are pretty uneven, and there are a couple of favorites that do look really strong. But on the other hand, the other fields are very open, and even if the favorites win in a few legs, we may still see a pretty nice payout.
Okay then, let us begin in race 7. It equals the third leg in the Grand Slam 75 round. It's full distance, 13 horses in the field. And what have you found for us as an opening bet?
I'm going to start it off a bit soft with a show bet. Number 3, Hooray Boko, I feel has a good chance to finish in the top 3. Very strong finish last time, was out 3 wide the last 700 meters, never had a chance to catch the winner there, but still passed the other horses and was pretty good. He's on his way up in form at least. Second to last time, also in November, he looked real strong as boxed in, racing without shoes, and maybe he's a little bit better without shoes, which is a minus this time when everybody has to carry shoes on all 4. But still, I feel that Hooray Boko is on his way up. He's got a good post here. He's got a good driver and a good chance to finish in the top 3.
So a nice show bet there in race 7, number 3, Hooray Boko. We turn the page to race 8. It's the 4th leg in the GS 75 round. And also here we have 13 horses. But now they're out over the longer distance, 2,640 meters. And what do you want to turn our attention towards here?
A really strong horse who I've seen very close. He was in the same stable as my horse, and up until about a month ago when he moved to Petter Carlson, who had him in his debut now last time, and the horse really improved in that month. He was first on the outside the last lap and just left the others in the dust. He looked real strong. He was trotting properly. He's had a bit of problems with his legs and has before had a tendency to go off stride very often, but the way he looked last time, I think he's moving up in form, and he is by far the strongest horse in this race. So I feel that Wakari is a very solid favorite here.
A win bet here in race 8 on horse number 7, Wakari. We turn the page once again, and then we land in race 9. 5th leg in the round, and we can see that the big favorite here, number 4, Masterglide, has been scratched, Mike. So what do you suggest for us to do here now?
Well, now that Masterglide is scratched, I feel it's guaranteed that number 1, Dream Lane, will take the lead. And from the lead, I think she's 4 for 5 or something like that. Very solid front runner. And Carl-Johan Jeppsson, of course, makes no mistakes. Whenever he's in the lead, he's very difficult to beat. He always keeps exactly the right tempo, knows what he's got in his horse. And I think that Dream Lane is a solid favorite here, is going to go wire to wire in this race.
So a safe win bet there in race 9 on horse number 1, Dream Lane. The daily double we have in races 10 and 11, and DD1 is for 3-year-old horses over full distance. And also here we have a big favorite in number 2, Global Viscount. And you seem a bit favorite orientated this Sunday, Mike. So is this a banker?
For me, he is. I think he's got a good chance to park number 5 on the outside, even though number 5 is very fast behind the gate. Those 2 horses stand out a bit in this race. But Global Viscount is on his way up. He raced really good last time, has good form, and especially I like the fact that he always races with shoes. So there's no minus this time with the shoe force there.
DD2 is also over full distance, and here, thank God, Mike, you're back, because now we're not talking about a favorite, we're talking about a real outsider here, because you recommend us to bank number 9, Natosi Goy, one of the least trusted horses in this race. Tell us why you've chosen him.
Well, the horse looked really good last time on the V75. He was out against much tougher horses than this. And the way he finished there, his last 700 meters went in 09.5, I think. Last 800 meters in 09.5, out wide. He moves down in class considerably this time. Number 9 post here could be pretty good, especially if the tempo is high. He's going to get a good trip from Kim Eriksson. And the way he raced last time, he can do a lot of work as well. So I think he's got a good chance here and should not be so overlooked.
And this sounds like a very interesting daily double suggestion. One single combination, as usual, from Mark. Grand Slam 75 is all about solving 7 consecutive races by finding the winner in each and every one of them. And Mike, you hope that you have identified and included the winners in your system that we see here. 3 bankers, and we've talked about all of them already. Number 7, Uakari in the 4th leg, number 1, Dream Lane, and then number 2, Global Discount in the 6th leg. Anything you want to add about any of these bankers to start with?
I feel very safe about Uakari and Dream Lane. Global Viscount is possibly a bit more of a gamble there since he's up against number 5 as well. But, well, I'm going for favourites as bankers this time and hope to get upsets in the other legs.
And we have a couple of races left to talk about, and that is the 2 preluding legs in the round. Starting in the 1st leg is an even race for mares over sprint distance. You need 4 marks here. Any one of them that you want to lift a little extra?
Yeah, I think if number 1, Vis del Olmo and Wim Pal manage to hold on to the lead here, I think the race could very well be over. Very effective front runner and a good sprinter. So that's my first horse.
In the 2nd leg, we have a small field of 4-year-old horses over full distance. Only 6 horses in the race, and you mark all 6 of them. How come?
Yeah, that's actually simply because of the fact that I have 3 favorites as bankers, and I need to get the pay up in one of the races. I think Pastor Power is going to be a huge favorite in this race, and hopefully he gets locked in on the inside there, and we could see an upset.
And finally, I'd also like to ask you about the last leg, because you recommended for your DD system a huge outsider in number 9, Natosi Goy. But here on the GS75 system, you mark 6 horses. Want to say something about that?
Well, on the V75 and on Grand Slam and other betting systems like that, it's usually you get very nice payouts if you get somewhat of an upset in the last leg. Usually many people have bankers in the last leg, and I like to go the other way.
Very well. This means that we have a Grand Slam 75 system this Sunday that consists of 576 combinations. Thank you, Mike, for today. Thank you for watching. And of course, you find out more information about Swedish trotting and horse betting at our website, swedishhorseracing.com. And we wish you now the best of luck with your bets to this Sunday's race day at Mantorp Racetrack. Bye-bye.